Hello, I'm doing Let's Plays again, because why not? We're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIII, which I famously am not a fan of, but can't stop playing for some reason. This is the PC version, which was just released, and I figured I would show it off a bit. It's quite a disappointment, but still, it's still the same game, so I should know it pretty well, having played it many times now. I'll be playing on easy mode because I figured it would just go by faster and to be able to show everything going on. If you want to see me play it in normal mode, there is a play for that already. It's called Insomnia Quest, and you can find it on Boss Dungeon. So let's go. I have set the game to Japanese voice acting, which is a first for the PC version in the West. The console versions did not have that. And the easy mode is also a first for the West. Only the Japanese 360 version previously had that. I think the game is currently... well, you can read if you really wants to know the story, I guess. The game costs, I think, around 13-14 euros or something. Which is not a bad price, but still more than you would pay for the console version today. So the fact that it's somewhat of a downgrade in some regards, which will be more apparent in a bit, is a shame. The game is locked at 1280 by 720 as a resolution. Although these cutscenes, the FMVs, are at least 1080p. They're really high quality. I don't know how it looks on YouTube, but it's really pretty. Like they're uncompressed, and if you were uncertain about that, well, they're 40 gigabytes. 40 gigabytes are devoted just to cutscenes in this PC version. The cutscenes and the game is also locked at 30 frames per second, which is a shame. Which means that the game is locked at a lower resolution, and I think maybe a lower frame rate, but I'm not certain, than the PS3 version was on launch almost 5 years ago. This is Sass, the best character in the game. And this is Lightning, the not best character in the game, but honestly, a character I don't mind too much. She gets a lot of hate from the fan base that don't like Final Fantasy XIII, but personally I thought she was okay. She's an okay lead. If you want to read my full thoughts on Final Fantasy XIII, you can actually read my review. That went up about an hour ago or something at the time of recording this, of the PC version and the console version. Oh, this game is so pretty. Cutscenes really show off the game's prettiest moments because, of course, they're pre-rendered. You can go read that, it's on bossdungeon.com. Not a positive review, but it does talk about good parts and bad parts, which the game has. The game has good parts. Oh, I wish you could wield a rocket launcher in combat as Lightning. That'd be cool. But you can't. Yeah, but that's about it. I want to get out the details anyway before I start playing. I'm going to be playing keyboard and mouse at the start here, but I have plugged in a controller in case that's too unbearable, because I haven't actually tried out the keyboard controls yet. Hopefully they're okay. That's a behemoth, which I think we don't... I might be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think we fight the behemoth in this first chapter. Or do we? Maybe we do. Maybe I'm wrong. It was a while since I played through chapter 1. It was... I say a while, it was like 2 months ago, but still. Alright. Well, here we go. Now we move into in-game cutscenes. I'm sorry if you heard a Steam sound there. I turned off the Steam overlay, but I guess it didn't stop the Steam notifications. Alright. I'm going to guess it's WASD to use the menus and stuff, and not the cursor. I don't know, there probably isn't a cursor actually. Let's find out. Okay. Tutorial. We don't need a tutorial. I've played this game many times. So let's skip. Yeah, it's mouse for camera and left click to do stuff. Okay. This does feel awkward, I will admit. I mean, I can't really say I can think. I don't know how else they would do it. Without just, you know, completely remaking the game, I suppose. But yeah, it feels awkward, and it's quite obvious it's not meant to be played this way. Still, I'll continue. It might feel alright in a bit. There are some frame rate drops here and there. It's not because I'm recording. I actually played through this opening bit. Like literally just the opening fight here and up to the first save point I played through earlier, and it doesn't matter if I record or not, there's still frame rate drops here and there. It doesn't stay, it's not stable at 30. And it's not just my computer either. I've checked the Steam forums, I've checked NeoGAF, and everyone has the same issue. The game just doesn't run steadily. It's not a good port in general, that's it, unfortunately. Alright, so here we continue. Now, since this is the first time I play on easy mode, I'm noticing right now that I don't really need to bother doing all the stuff I normally do, which is... I don't think I'll have to use a potion here, which sometimes can be... Yeah, I don't. On normal mode, you'll be down to yellow health now, and the game will be like, sort of giving you a hint to start using potions in battle. Just use one potion, go back to out of battle, and it's fine. If you haven't played Final Fantasy XIII before, this is basically it. It's tapping out of battle a lot. I mean, you don't have to, you can go to abilities and do what you want with using Blitz like this. But there's not much point in doing it, because out of battle is, apart from like at one point in the game I can think of, it's always the best option anyway. The only there's one specific boss in the main story that for some reason out of battle doesn't really understand how to fight properly. If you do, like if you actually scan the enemy to learn tactics, it will slow you down. So it's better to just ignore it in that particular fight. But apart from that, you might as well use out of battle for everything. Anything else is wasting time. The Purge, because I'm not going to stop and read data logs, which is the game's idea of telling you the story. I'm gonna try to explain this. The Purge is basically the government's way of oh god, those hands, those low poly hands. What was it? Oh yeah, data logs. The Purge. The Purge is basically the government taking people who have been influenced by a different planet. I suppose it's sort of a... We're not really on a planet right now, but a different planet called Pulse, and everyone who has been at all influenced by Pulse are taken to be killed, basically. No, I think we're good. Yeah, here's the data log. Oh, okay. Oh, was it inverted? I guess I read that wrong. Oh, let's actually change that. E. You press E to bring up the menu on keyboard. That's interesting. Let's go to standard. That's good enough. Alright. Camera always felt a bit awkward in this game. It hasn't changed. Enter or left click to do stuff. I'm gonna just erase my old save file here from earlier. Yeah, you see slowdown here. Enemies around the map. We all know this. I'm gonna avoid these enemies because we don't get experience from them anyway. Or I'm sorry, Chrysogen points from them anyway. Walk up to the jumping point like this. Final Fantasy XIII is a very linear game, which honestly I don't mind in theory. A lot of people rag on it for being linear. My problem with the linearity is not so much the fact that it's linear, it's that it doesn't really understand how linear game design works. Like you can be a linear RPG, that's fine. Plenty of RPGs are actually. The problem with Final Fantasy XIII is that it wants to be, it's a linear game that also wants you to like find everything and search for treasure chests like this everywhere. If you want to actually experience everything in the game, which is just poor design. Yeah, they're saying that the people Purge will get sent to polls, but that's a lie. We all know it's a lie. I don't think the game actually states it's a lie. Maybe the sequel does. This game doesn't really state much else. The game likes to just have you assume things. I wanted to avoid this. I don't know why I want to avoid this. I should probably show off more combat, but you know. I'm just used to the speedrunning in this game basically, because I've been practicing speedrunning ever since Summer Games Done Quick actually. I sort of got inspired to do speedrunning. So I looked up some speedrunning tactics on Final Fantasy XIII and started playing around with them. Need to go up here. Oh wait, we should probably get the treasure chest just in case. Okay, the camera is... Can we change the sensitivity maybe? This is really annoying. No, there's keyboard settings, so maybe. I guess there is... That's not a lot of settings. Gamepad controls. You can't change those, okay. No way to change the mouse sensitivity. Well, basically, right now I need to like... I don't know, it really feels really weird. I'm gonna go back to gamepad, hold on. There we go. Which I guess I should probably fix the settings for that as well. On-screen buttons, controller, there we go. Alright. Honestly, the camera is a bit slow on controller as well. The game has a very awkward camera in general. As I'm sure you noticed right there. It's not the worst, but yeah, it could definitely have been better. Oh my god, slow down. Oh yeah, we want to go up here. There might be a treasure chest. There's a treasure chest. Also, sometimes the camera is locked, like here. I can't do anything with it. And sometimes it's not, like... Oh wait, not here. Like, here? No, okay, it's still fixed. My point was that it's sometimes fixed, sometimes not. Sometimes it's not, and it can be a bit jarring. How the hell did you get here before me? What the hell's that? Oh well. Enemies. Just run past them. It didn't go too well. That's fine. We missed the treasure chest anyway. Yeah, like I said, you don't get any Chrysogen, which is the game's experience, until the 3rd chapter. So fighting enemies until that point is mostly pointless unless you want items, which you won't use that much items anyway. So it's a bit of a waste. I mean, I get that the first chapter is meant to be tutorial stuff and you're meant to get a feel for the battle system, but we're talking 2 chapters, which on first playthrough might be up to 2 hours in the worst case scenario. Even though they're only like 10 minutes each if you just count the gameplay. It's a bit Metal Gear-ish in that regard. There's far more cutscenes and gameplay at the start of this game. No. Oh, here's the potion tutorial. I guess I was wrong then. I thought it appeared if you had low health on the Monosveen battle. Stagger. stagger is basically when the little yellow bar goes all the way up with damage to the highest percentage. They become more vulnerable. It's fun. It's probably the best part of the battle system. It's really cool. I mean, the PC port it's playable. It is. I mean, it works. It's the same game, and it looks about on par with the 360 version. Probably exactly the same, actually. Like I said, the PS3 version had a better native resolution, but yeah. It's more the fact that it's just... Oh yeah, that's Lightning's thing, she attacks people, but it's more the fact that this is like released in 2014 and it's locked in 720p, 30 frames per second. Can't even stay close to 30 frames per second at times. I mean, that's just... You can't do that. Ubisoft does more with their PC ports, and Ubisoft don't do anything with them. I heard that, I think his name is Durante? I think that's it. The guy who fixed Dark Souls, Prepare to Die edition for PC, as well as Deadly Premonition. I hear he's already on fixing Final Fantasy 13, which is just... It's just sad, to be honest, that, you know, companies are just basically having... fans have to rely on other fans fixing stuff that a company could easily have fixed. I mean, if his prior work is to go by, he fixed the games in like a few days at most, which you think companies would be willing to put in the effort for. Because what could I really cost someone? Hell, if I was a publisher and I wasn't too certain about PC ports, I would probably hire Durante specifically to look over the port and issue changes at this point. I wouldn't save. I'm looking forward to seeing his fixes though. I know people have already sorted out anti-aliasing and some stuff. I mean, the game looks good. It has a very nice art style that helps it, even though it's a bit dated in places. It is a pretty game, but it could be gorgeous. It could look like it was meant to release in 2014, you know, which it did. This is sort of the first real boss battle. And yeah, I think he will learn the stagger. We don't need to. We don't need that. I'm gonna kill the enforcers first. Oh, he stopped me. That's not nice. This game has weird stuff where it has like aerial effect and directional attacks on the battlefield. But like Lightning can't actually move on the battlefield with your commands, so she will just randomly sometimes walk into attacks, which is really annoying. You know, I think the English voice acting for this game is okay. It's sometimes quite good, sometimes not that good. This is sort of the first time I've played through the game in Japanese. I've seen most of the game in Japanese, but I haven't actually played it through because I don't have a Japanese copy of the game. It's weird adjusting, but I'm really liking Lightning's Japanese voice. A lot, actually. I think it was Ali Hills is her name or something? The lady who did it in English. She did a fine job as well. Although sometimes she sounded like she was tired. Not like as a character, but tired as an actress. And now we meet Snow, who is a far worse character than Lightning, but gets far less shit than Lightning. For some reason. Probably because he's not on the blocks, and he didn't have a game called Snow Returns. Oh, I'm happy we didn't get a game called Snow Returns. Oh yeah, huge. I like his hair. I like the game's use of color a lot. It's a very colorful game. It's a terrible motto. Like every chapter sort of has a distinct style to it. This is still the first chapter, so it's a bit dark. It's dark greens and browns and stuff. But no, especially chapter 3. I think chapter 3 is my favorite. It's just this beautiful crystal landscape. All right. There we go. I'm still used to Lightning Returns. I wanted to hold down the run button, but there isn't one. There's not Waka. I don't remember his actual name. Sorry, I was too ensnared by their brilliant dialogue to say anything. That was sarcasm, by the way. Oh, we're down to 15 frames per second now. I'm running. I'm counting the frames in the background. Not in the background, but like. I don't think you can see it. You shouldn't see it. You're not meant to see it. I don't even know why I brought it up. Okay. We're almost done with chapter 1, which is where I'll stop for this video. If I recall correctly, that's actually a recurring line. It seems to be a justification for the fact that this game didn't have any seemingly good planning to it. You might be asking, hey Andrea, why do you keep playing this game when you obviously don't like it? I don't know. I've been asking myself that question for 4.5 years and I can't answer it. It's strangely soothing to me, actually. I don't know why. I don't play stuff. A lot of people like will watch movies they don't like and rant on them for fun, or like to just to get anger out of it. I don't really do that. I don't really enjoy that. But for some reason, playing Final Fantasy 13 is something I just find strangely calming. I can't put my finger on why. It's such a simple game. Like it's mostly just tapping auto battle and you win. And you can laugh at some of the absurd stuff in the game that's just poorly written. So there is that thing to it, but I don't know. It's weird. I wish I knew. I mean, I could be replaying a game I like. I have multiple copies of Final Fantasy XII. I haven't played that in a while. I like that game a lot, but nope. I'm replaying Final Fantasy 13. Because that's what I do. To be fair though, it's not the worst game in the world. Just the last month I've reviewed games that were far worse than this. I mean, this is no natural doctrine. I'm a bit sad though about this port not being that great, because I was really hoping for Lightning Returns and 13.2 to get good PC ports. Because the games, they don't run well on consoles. They have a lot of frame rate drops and they're just not that well optimized for consoles. And I would have liked to see that sorted out. I would have liked to play that with good frame rate, because I really like those games. I was replaying Lightning Returns the other day actually. It was a lot of fun. Sister, I love that 13.1 is the prettiest of all the 13 games though. The lesser characters like that beard guy is now who asked to help. You can see how they didn't really put effort into their character models. But here's a plot relevant character. You put effort into her. Moms are tough. Hey kids, have guns. No, seriously. That is... oh, I forgot about this. I forgot Vanilda's weird narration now and then that doesn't match the rest of the game. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. This is my like 6th or 5th replaying of the game. Yay! I don't think a character death has ever been more flagged than Nora, Hope's mom. Spoilers, she dies in a minute. I'm sorry if I actually did spoil you on something there. That wasn't my intention. I'm sort of assuming most people watching this have already played the game and just wanted to see the PC version. Now we're talking. Oh fuck! just as I brag about evading enemies well, I of course. I forgot how Godot, that's his name, the not Walker guy. Look at his battle stance. What's he doing? Like, try to get the camera good. There, you can see. Damn it! The camera isn't obeying me. There it is. Look at that. That's not a good stance. This song, the main battle theme of Final Fantasy XIII, is one of the songs I like on the soundtrack. It's called Blinded by Light. The problem though is that it's played so often, both in and out of combat, like right now, it gets tiresome really quickly, which a battle theme should not be, because, you know, you'll be hearing it like, oh, there's the behemoth! We do fight one. I did remember wrong. Oh, but now we changed to the regular boss theme. Let's just toss the hangers down. I don't know why I decided to go manually hand grenade now. It makes no sense. It's actually a bad move, but I just wanted to throw a hand grenade. Because it's the only chapter you can do that in. Actually, can you do it in chapter 2? Maybe you... No, you can't. You can't, because you control lightning in that chapter when you have snow in the party, I think. And after that, hand grenades disappear. I have a feeling that all comes back to basically the game having very different direction at start and, well, all over the place. The game has a very interesting development history, which I've been meaning to write about, like from a like just purely here's the history of Final Fantasy XIII angle, because it's quite amazing how the game just, in a way, didn't have a clear goal for like a long time in its development. Like, people know about Versus 13, that is now 15. Like, people know about the development issues that game had. Most people know about 14 as well, and 12. 12 is famous with its issues in development. 13, though, people talk about the game not being that good. People never talk about the development history, which is a shame, because it's probably the most interesting one out of all those games. So yeah, I need to get to finishing that article someday. It'd be a fun read, I think, and a fun thing to write. Can't stand up, despite having superpowers. Words to live by. Man, that is one unfortunate, like, death face to have. Oh, I guess she's still alive right now, though, so I guess that wasn't her death face. I'm going to be vague, so you don't understand. Now, please make note of that scene in which Snow, unable to stand up, was saved by someone and then falls the same length as that person. At the same place. Which character do you think died? Yeah. The one I spoiled earlier. I don't get why they made snowfall there. It just makes no sense to me. Oh. Well, yes, I would like to save in progress, even though it's not really at the end of the chapter yet. I think we're going to play as Lightning for like 5 more minutes or something, then it's over. Oh yeah, we're also going to play as Hope for like a second and just to activate the end of the chapter, but yeah. Oh, those hands! Those low poly hands! Stop putting them close to the camera, please! Thanks! I guess it is here. Also, they are admitting to killing them here. Oh man, the government being evil? That's new. Actually, Sass is kind of right here. If I recall correctly, I think Guardian Corps is like actually a subsection of PsyCom. I could be wrong there. Okay, back to Lightning. Back to our battle. Yeah, I might as well show this off in case you don't know about the game. There. You can like see information on the enemy. You gather information by just continuously fighting the enemy, or alternatively by using what's called a Libra scope, or the skill Libra to scan them basically. Sorry, I sort of fell off my track of thinking there because as I was speaking, my computer decided to start going into screensaver mode, which means Final Fantasy XIII doesn't block out screensaving, which a game should do, and most games do. Way to go. Snow is just fine. No mom to be seen. Worst character in the game. Vanille. I won't get into why, it's pointless for this first chapter. But I don't like her. In fact, she's probably my least favorite Final Fantasy character of any major character ever. Which says a lot. So it's really nice to actually listen to Vanille and not hear her change accent every other line. I think the actress is Australian or maybe from New Zealand or something like that, and I mean she has a natural accent and it's fine, but sometimes she just, I don't know if she tries to not use her accent in some lines, because like it will just change from line to line at times and it's terrible. Oh my god, those hands! Now, wouldn't it be cool if you could use the anti-gravity field thing in combat? Yeah, you never can in any of the 3 games. Wait, he fell down too? Or did Snow just find a way to climb back up? Did I miss when he fell down? I don't remember. Whatever. I just love that. She specifies that she's a mom twice. You'd think he would have figured something out about that. Alright. So we can skip these enemies and just gonna move on. Later on in the game, from starting from chapter 3, it's actually you should pretty much fight every enemy, because all the Christian you get will be necessary. Because the game will cap off how much you can level up each chapter, so you might as well get to the maximum amount each time to make sure you're in line for the next chapter. That looked like it had frame rate drops to me, but apparently it didn't, which is weird. It's a shame, there was a rumor that Final Fantasy Type 0 was coming to PC. It seems that the game is made for current-gen consoles. You'd think it would be more suited to port to PC. But as Square Enix confirmed that it's not planned for PC, which it'll probably still happen later on, because Square Enix seems to be all about PC ports now, but still, that was a shame. I would have liked to have that confirmed, especially since that would suggest 15 is also coming to PC, which would be really cool. Man, Snow looks like the biggest douchebag ever. He just looks like a brick, doesn't he? Oh well. Oh man, we're almost at an hour. Yeah. Man, there's a lot of cutscenes in this chapter. This chapter is not very long. Also, this is sort of a tangent for another chapter, but Vanille here, like, she picked up the gun earlier, yet she doesn't use guns as her weapon, which is fine. But the weapon she uses, we never find out where she kept. Like, she just finds it. She finds it in the start chapter 2, just seemingly laying around. It's weird. Guess better than Hope though, who literally just doesn't have any reason for having a weapon and then just has one. Maybe he should have had a gun. I guess they wanted to keep Sass more unique though. Why are they wasting time when people are dying? Alright, let's end the chapter. I don't remember if there's a treasure chest here or not, so let's check that first. I think there might be... Is there one over there? Oh, maybe there isn't. Oh wait, there is one. No, that was ahead. Oh. So I just ran back for nothing? I ran back for nothing. That's okay. So yeah, this has been Final Fantasy XIII Chapter 1 on the PC version. It's not a very good port. No chest over there either. But now you know sort of how it looks and how it plays and stuff. I might continue playing through the game on this channel if people want me to. That'd be fun. Any excuse to talk about games, I suppose. especially with games that I have a lot to say about when it comes to later, more spoilery stuff. Wow, I forgot about that scene. Alright, that should be it, I think. Oh, shut up.